All right, Prada, put the phone down. Get focused. I know you got tens and thousands of dollars coming in on the text every 15 minutes. Don't show off. Relax and teach us how we can get the goddamn money, man. Because I'm sick of only getting 80% of the game because the other 20% is kicking my ass right now.
Nah. That's a great place to start, though.
Yeah.
You've been running plays recently, man.
Yeah, can I start with the plays? Can I please start with my...
Porter's in the field running plays, yo.
Yo, so check this out, everybody.
Yes.
Porter vs. Prada, episode whatever, it only gets better.
That's right.
I am going through the Prada Jones process
Sure.
of getting funding now, right? For the past 8-9 months, Prada and his team got all my derogatories off, which catapulted my credit score up. We got the credit profile looking right, nice and chunky with the right amount of trade lines.
Right on.
And then finally we got to the funding part. Now, just like everybody out there looking, watching, and listening, right?
Yeah.
Even when you're doing this, it feels fake. It doesn't feel real. I know you hear Prada talking about the money, and you hear other people online talking about the money, and you can just get this and go to the bank, get 50,000, 100,000. We get it. We get excited, but it feels fake. So even when you're doing it, it feels fake.
Right.
So, being that I was already a customer of Chase,
Yep.
I had my business account with them.
So you had a relationship with Chase already. It's key. That's key to a lot of the funding plays, having a relationship. So most people, and I have to just interject, most people, when they go out and get funded, they go and start a brand new account with a brand new bank. They don't have a history. And what that's doing is it's not enhancing or increasing your chances of getting funded because that bank doesn't know you. It's like you just walked up to me like, hey, I need $10,000, Prada. I'm like, well, who are you?
So I'm a little upset now.
You know what I mean?
So you're saying
Yep.
during your credit fixing process,
Yep.
if you have extra cash, go open accounts up at the banks you're going to mess with in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah,
that would be ideal.
If you're proactive like me and you premeditate things.
I didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
No, because it's just hard to scale that model right there, man. Everybody's not going to be on that type of time. So you seen what happened. Well, you about to see. You got a new bank account, brand new spanking bank account, and you're about to get funded. So it's not like that's going to stop you from getting funded.
But it's better. You're already with us. Which
better.
is perfect because right back to the Chase story, I already had my bank account with them, right?
Right.
So I needed zero, and this is for you too, Michelle. Did I tell you this already? I needed zero paperwork. I literally walked into Chase with my debit card and my license and walked out with $58,000 in like 9 minutes.
Yep.
So it's real. Even though it feels fake, it felt fake when I got in the car. I called my mom like, yeah, what you doing? I just picked up 58 grand. From where? I'm like, Chase, I'm just doing whatever. Prada said it. It works. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, next week I'm going to go to the Key Bank, and I'm going to try to pick up $90,000, $100,000.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what after that? I'm like, then I'm going to go to another bank.
I'm just going to keep going.
I'm going to keep going until we have too many inquiries. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
they're
going
to figure out what's next.
So I went in there. I said, I'm interested in your business account.
Yeah.
They asked me, what of the 4 business cards that we have are you interested in?
Oh, wow. They have 4 business cards.
Yeah.
That's major.
But they had 2 of them had the 0%.
Okay.
And I said, these 2, they ran it. They gave you 29 grand.
Oh, we're talking Chase. I'm thinking you're talking Key Bank. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Chase.
They gave me 29 grand, and then they thought the second one's going to be a problem because I'm doing it back to back.
Yeah. Speaking of them thinking something, right?
Talk about it.
Them thinking, listen, 9 out of 10 times, the people that you sit down in front of in the bank, they don't know none of the stuff that we know. We study credit on a different level. The bankers just know how to punch in numbers and push applications. They can't tell you what's what.
So you're saying the person you see when you walk into the bank and you sit down,
yes,
that person is not the underwriter.
That's not the underwriter
deciding if you're going to get this money.
Absolutely not.
Their job is just to get your information and put it in.
That's that.
So when they start talking and acting like they know that part, usually they don't. They could sway you off the right path by telling you some shit they don't know about that they think they know about.
100%.
And that's what happened to me.
100%. 100%. I see it all the time. And because they're not the underwriter, the people that's actually going to approve or deny you, you'll be sitting there thinking that rep has that authority. They don't have the authority to approve or deny you. Your application is going to be approved or denied by underwriting. First of all, we don't even want it to go to underwriting. We want automatic underwriting. There's a difference between manual and automatic, right? When you get automatic underwriting, that's when everything lines up nice and smooth. Your data is synchronized across the board. The addresses are consistent. The name is consistent. The phone number is consistent. Those things are bouncing off other data points from like what they call FICO Falcon, right? It's a whole bunch of different data points that's out there that's lingering in the air, right? And when you come and submit your data points, once they match those data points that they have, automatic underwriting. So you can't listen to them. They don't know what we know. We prep people to go into the bank and optimize and maximize.
So let me tell you what happened. I went in the bank. I thought I was a man because I'm coming through with the Prada Jones, flavor. I know what's going on. I got the business number, business address, what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm all synchronized,
Yes.
And when they ask for the business address, I give them my business address.
Yes.
That happens to be a virtual address,
yes.
but it's a real place, a real building
that
you walk into, has offices. My mail goes there.
For sure.
He squinted his eyes and pointed at my address and says, "Is this a virtual address?" Now, to preface before this, he knew who Prada was. He was super cool and everything.
For sure.
And he made me feel super cool. So there was no red flags to me.
Right.
And I said, it's my office, where my office is at. And then he squinted at it again. He got 20/20. He squinted at it again. He said, "Yeah, but is this a virtual address?" Because they're cracking down on virtual addresses.
Virtual addresses.
So now I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Hey, it's not a problem. We could just use your personal address. It'll be fine."
Right. It'll be fine. In most cases, it is fine in terms of you getting approved, but you also don't want to mix those addresses. Let's just step back for a second. Think about it. If you are a CEO of a company, a Fortune 500 company, or maybe just say you're making millions of dollars with your small business, why would you be using your home address on an application? Beyond that, using a home address on your articles of incorporation or organization will also leave you open to the public. That's why people don't use a home address.
But why? Why not just write down the address I told you to write down? This is my address. That's it. He threw me off course.
Because this is where being too cool goes wrong. This is where trying to be down goes wrong.
So no matter what, they're not your man. That's the enemy. Until you get the funding.
You can't.
Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I can't say
because you need the relationship.
Not yet.
So what the hell is the relationship for?
The relationship is just you having a contact, right? But mind you, this gentleman that you sat down with, he's not the top dog. He's not the branch manager. He's not the VP of lending. He's not the VP of, whatever. He's not the business specialist.
Should I have called him today?
To do what? What's he gonna do for you? He can't do anything. He's not the man. But what he can tell you,
changed my address back to what the hell I told him in the first place.
What he can tell you is if you got approved or not before you get it in the mail. That's about it. Him particularly.
He said he gonna call.
Yeah.
Better say something nice. I know where he works.
Yeah. Go on, bro. Because when he trips, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you did it." They're like, "Yo, I just tripped out of nowhere."
I'm kidding. Joking. Comedic.
Oh, man.
Comedic potting.
It's dry humor.
So anyway, I picked up the 58 grand from Chase.
Yep.
Regardless of what happens with this.
I mean, let's talk about that though, bro, real quick. The virtual address of it. Him even saying that, yeah, right, okay. The underwriters are saying that, right? Because the underwriters are seeing a pattern at this particular bank, right? At Key Bank. I've got this from my contacts, not the one that you went and sat down with. I didn't tell you to go sit down with him. I told you it was cool, but I didn't go tell you to go sit down with him. But
no,
Mr. 58 from Chase was ready. He was ready to go. He didn't get the word from me. He didn't get the okay. He just went, y'all. I don't send people to people that can't dictate what's gonna happen.
Well,
that's how this
goes. The branch manager, the girl you met?
Yes.
She's on vacation for like
yes, I would have told you. I told you that. I actually did tell you that.
You didn't tell me that.
She's on a 2-week paid leave. I know her well. V, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, the virtual address, bro, people have to realize there's a major difference in virtual addresses. There's one thing for you to have a virtual address where you can pick up mail. You can go and actually have office meetings. You can even rent a space, right? That's a virtual address in itself. Then there's the other virtual address where it's just a commercial mailbox, a post office mailbox, or some type of mail center, okay? So what's the issue is with KeyBank, they're seeing a lot of people with that kind of virtual address where it's just a commercial mailbox or a P.O. box, but it's disguised as a actual address, right? And I've seen this with iPostal. I've seen this with any mail or any time mail. All kind of different places do it the wrong way. But when you go over to Regis, you go over to Opus, you go over to Da Vinci, I need a check from all of you guys, right? They have it where you can actually rent the space. So it's no longer virtual.
It's not virtual.
It's physical.
Virtual means you can't go there. Anything else we're talking about in the world and you say virtual,
right?
Virtual reality, you can't go in your car
and find. You can't touch it. You can't feel
it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's all good, though. It's all good, though.
It's all good.
So how about you apply for? They didn't tell you? They didn't give you?
He kind of didn't. He kind of said like, no. He kind of said like.
I'm walking in the banks with this guy from now on.
Yeah, he kind of said.
He alluded to the number. He didn't actually
I think
tell you?
The line of credit was 50.
Okay.
And I think the credit card was 25.
Okay. You're supposed to go for the 50-50.
That's what I came
and whatever you fall.
That's what I came in saying.
Yes, and when you fall short,
he said,
you fall short.
Well, because the numbers you gave me in terms of your business income, it looks like. Matter of fact, he did say that it looks like you probably get the. I don't know, bro. The guy
was a little nervous too, wasn't he? He was cool, but he's like a nervous. He's like a little jitterbug.
He's like, this is gonna take about 45 minutes. And when he said that, I got blown away because I just walked into Chase in 9 minutes.
Yeah, because you already had the relationship, so you had to go and start the account, put money in, approve who you are, and all kind of stuff before you even did the application itself. That's why it takes so long. Come on, man. If I knew you were going to key, I would have had you set up before you even walked in.
I called you. Man.
Virtual.
I called you.
Real virtual. I'd have had everything done over the phone, through email.
So what happens if I get denied?
You're not getting denied, first of all. That's not even.
You know what he did say?
Not even a thing.
He was like, we don't see people coming here with credit scores that high.
Yeah. And this is why they like me, because I make sure before you go, you're properly, packaged. People walk in wishing on a star every day in the banks, bro.
Another thing, Chase, I don't see them on my credit report.
They'll pop up.
I also,
you don't see them on at all? You didn't see the inquiry neither?
And my credit barely moved.
But you didn't see the inquiry? You didn't see any alerts? You might be onto something. I mean, I know they were doing.
I'm gonna look deeper because
look because
I'm on what one? What,
my FICO.
My FICO, for some reason, it's so many places you can go.
Yeah, my FICO is tricky, but it's the most official.
My credit score didn't move. Yeah, I thought it would drop 30 points at least.
Not 30. 30 for application?
For inquiry, no.
No. It's too much.
Anyway, I'm trying to get the Chase.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the? I wrote this in my phone, but you already gave me the answer today. Once people do fix their credit, credit profiles looking strong.
Mm-hmm.
How do they know the map?
Everybody's map is different.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, well, let me go against that for a second.
Okay.
this is my opinion. You're the professional, not me.
Sure.
But my unprofessional common sense says your first move is to go to the banks to have the 0% credit cards first.
Oh, that map. Okay, for the funding map is
yeah.
Like,
sure.
What,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure. So we're
wait.
Uh-huh.
It's the juggle. It's a juggle between the 0% credit cards and who's going to give you the most with one inquiry.
For credit cards.
Or line of credit, because where was I yesterday?
KeyBank? Yeah.
KeyBank's giving you one soft pull for the credit card.
For everything. They only do soft.
Right. So that's my thing. It's like, who's going to give me I should go for who's going to give me the most with the least amount of inquiries. That should be the beginning of the map. With the 0%. I'm bugging?
I like that. That's a very like niche down, dialed in data point that you're going for right there, bro, because it's almost like 5% of all banks do soft pulls. So therefore, you're not even going to get a bunch of those, right? We only have KeyBank.
Okay.
Maybe Citizens, right? Might do something like that. And at one point, Truist was like giving you like, a soft pull. But
Chase? Doing it now?
Chase, I don't know, bro. It's not
a soft pull.
It's not verified yet.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to look at mine.
I know they're doing soft pulls for the credit limit increase. I know that.
Yeah. I didn't do that. I should do that naturally.
You should definitely do that. Absolutely. Yeah. You got the personal credit cards. Every 6 months, you need to do a credit limit increase. That's every 6 months. That's like the bottom number.
Yeah, but it's still a map. Because even if it's just two of them, it's like that's who you should mess with first.
No, but it's not just a map.
Amex is going to give you 4 credit cards for one inquiry. That should be on your top 3 go-tos.
Yes, sure. But you also got to break it down by bureau at that point.
Yes.
All right, so if we're talking a map, we're coming into it.
All right,
the map splits three roads.
We're not alone here. For the audience,
the map was going to split.
Yeah, for the audience? What is the bureau? Who are the bureaus?
Bro, the bureaus are the for-profit companies that are reporting your trade lines. The trade lines are the accounts on your credit report.
There you go.
You feel me? So the bureaus also will dictate what banks we go to first, because those banks are reporting directly to those bureaus for the hard inquiries, okay? So if we're talking...
Only the hard inquiries.
Only the hard inquiries. The soft ones don't really matter. It's not affecting.
So then I have only one inquiry.
Thus far?
Yeah.
If Chase is actually... Well, none.
None if Chase
according to you, right? Chase didn't do anything.
Because Shaq said his man didn't get one on Chase either.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I will hope so, to be honest. I mean, it makes sense.
So the reasoning in doing that is because you only should have a certain amount of inquiries per
bureau.
Per bureau.
Yes.
So Chase was Experian.
Chase is Experian. Chase is all three, depending on where you are. Yes, there's nothing easy about this, okay? Chase is Experian, Equifax, and sometimes TransUnion. But Experian and Equifax are the top 2.
And Key
has always been Equifax in my book.
So they don't show up on other 2.
They don't show up anywhere else. They don't even show up on Equifax. This is a soft pool. But they pull the soft pool from Equifax.
Okay.
You follow?
Yeah.
All right. So then we shoot over to Experian. So let's just talk about Equifax a minute. If you're on Equifax, most banks don't pull from Equifax. So that's usually going to be a place where you have the lightest or the clearest, inquiries. You don't have many over there. So running a play with Key, running a play with Truist, running a play with Citizens, like that's where you want to go. You know what I mean?
So then that's the beginning of the map.
That's a good place to start.
Oh, whoa. That would be the second move on the map. I really want to make this map. Am I bugging about this map?
No.
Because really the first stop is, do you already have a business account with anybody? Because if you already have a relationship, like I had with Chase.
The real first place to start is the places where they're inquiry sensitive. And that's Chase. Chase is very inquiry sensitive. Meaning,
that's the beginning of the map.
That's the beginning of the map. No matter what, we always start with Chase before we go anywhere, because if they see that you've already been shopping around, they'll deny you just based off the inquiries. So you can't go to Chase with, let's say, 3 or 4 hard inquiries in the last 6 to 12 months. They'll deny you just off of those. No matter if you have an 800 score, they'll deny you off of those because it looks like you're bouncing around shopping. You know what I mean?
So how come was I supposed to ask Chase for the credit cards and line of credit?
Well, what you said at Shells as soon as we sat down. No financials, no statements,
so they want
documents.
So that's can we actually make this map?
You can make a map, but everybody's map would be different. You see, you're so fly and so cool and so clean with your credit report. You just think everybody looks like that. Everyone doesn't look like that. Some people are still struggling in certain departments to get
aren't
things
you not
removed.
Supposed to go until you look like that?
Yes, but people always want money now. So let's just say when we was cleaning you up, right? You had 2 bureaus that were cleaned off, and there still was one that was messed up.
We could have went to the
other 2. You know what I mean? So everyone's roadmap will be a little different based on that.
Yeah, but there's still a decent outline. There's an outline.
There's an outline. It's an outline just based on what I said a moment ago with the inquiries. Once you get past that, it doesn't really matter where you go. You know what I mean? Most places you can double dip, get a 2 for 1, sometimes a 3 for 1. Like they'll give you the loan, the line of credit, and the credit card with one inquiry. And then in some places they just pull you each time. Chase was notorious for pulling each time. I don't care if it was 1 credit card, 2 credit card, a loan. They're gonna pull your credit every time.
Okay, so not to make this too personalized.
Mm-hmm. I mean, why not? It's your time, bro. People learn from it. Don't feel bad.
But that's what I want, though.
Yeah.
I actually want to go on my social media and be like, "Yo, this is what I did."
Yeah.
I want to document that on my social media so you guys can follow.
All right, so we're working on you today, bro. It's all about you. You did it right. You went to Chase. That's
wait. So let me do the backup.
Sure.
1, I had to get my
How do we even get here? Right. Yeah.
1, I had to get my credit fixed up. It wasn't terrible, but I had some derogatories hanging around.
Yep.
That I didn't know you can get rid of because you do not have to wait 7 years for things to drop off your credit report.
That's right.
You can get them off. It may take 3-6 months, whatever it takes.
That's right.
They don't have to wait 7 years to do it.
Sure.
Right? So that's for 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to add more trade lines to my credit report so I look like a trustworthy person.
We got to beef it up. We needed a mix of accounts. You had a few credit cards, had about 3 or 4, if I remember correctly, but you didn't have any installment loans. You didn't have the car loan because you had made a play and then you didn't get it reported on your report, on your credit report, but you actually can beef your report up if you have some installment loans like a mortgage, an auto loan, a personal loan. So we ran the pledge loan play with Navy and you got you some installment loans. So you beefed it up nice.
Right. Let me run through that. I just want people to know what happened. So Prada said Navy, meaning Navy Federal.
Navy Federal,
right?
Sure.
I got into Navy Federal Credit Union.
Yeah.
I got a personal account. I got a savings account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We put $10,000 into Navy Federal.
That's right.
And what did they do? They gave me $10,000 in the form of a loan, which is their pledge loan, right?
Yep.
And then we paid that loan basically 99% off within the first 48 hours.
Yep.
And what that is, it has an open a trade line that is almost paid off, reporting positively, and those are the things that chunk up your credit report, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I have the 3 credit cards, I had the Navy, and then I got a car loan on a car I already owned, free and clear, just so I had.
That was a major play, though. That play right there, that was like crazy.
Really?
Yeah. What? Many people don't even know. Like it's just a title loan, but most people don't know that if you have a car paid off, free and clear right now, and you're looking for some money, you could treat that car like you treat your home and go get a HELOC. You know how people pull money off the equity of their home? You got equity in your car.
Yeah.
Take the title, go to credit union like Andrews. Andrews is going to give you a loan for usually 120% of the car value, right? Mm-hmm. And now you have a loan, you got access to capital, you're building credit, and you didn't really have to do much for it. Like that money was just sitting there. You didn't have to sell your car.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You just
driving the same car, going to the
that's
same
it.
places.
That's it.
So those 2 added. Apple Card.
Apple Card was good. You've been doing big things with the Apple Card.
How do you? So I know I got to watch my inquiries because right now I'm actually trying to go get money.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna finish through because I want to get back to this question because like when is the time that it's okay to get another personal card, if ever? When is the time? Because we're all about funding, right? And if you're all about funding, you're using every single inquiry for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
But then sometimes I'm like, when do I get the bill card? The bill card where you can pay your rent on your car and get those points because I pay rent every single month.
You can get it. You can get it whenever.
But you're blowing the inquiry.
You're blowing the inquiry. You know, your overall age drops.
Right. That's what I want to talk about too.
The built card is only going to be used for you to get your rent paid and get some benefits from that.
And it don't help you with funding anyway.
I mean, it's a tier 1 card though.
Oh, okay.
So once it ages, it's seasoned. So step back. 24 months is what it takes to season a credit card. So you just got a new credit card. It's not going to be seasoned on your account until 2 years.
See, now it's getting interesting.
It's always interesting. This is the stuff nobody talks about. They just kind of shoot in the dark. Once it sticks on the wall, you're like, look, I'm the GOAT. You're not the GOAT, bro. Like, there's so many different factors that can get you denied. And I can tell why certain people get either denied or lowered amounts of funding based on those type of things. I look at your personal, you just had a recent inquiry or you just had a recent account added to your profile. Then you went to try to get business funding. That's why we always say get business funding first, and then you come back and build up the personal profile, like people like in your case. But if you don't have any personal profile or personal credit, is not strong, then go there first. Get the personal right, season it for like 6 to 12 months minimum, and then go get some business funding. You can't just jump straight to business funding.
You know how you get a shelf corp?
Yeah.
You can't get a shelf credit card?
I wish. I wish. Somebody might come up with it.
Ooh.
Somebody might come up with it. I think that's like when you start really getting in that gray area though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like you can't give somebody your credit card with the age on it?
Nah, they already they do stuff like that with.
That's what AUs used to be, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. But that's dead.
So let's talk about that because now it says my credit history, credit age is 8 years and 8 months, and I have a card that's 21 years old.
Right.
That's probably holding down the anchor right now.
Yeah.
So now if I get this card from Key,
yep,
it's going to go down more.
No. Key doesn't report to your personal profile. Key has nothing to do with your personal credit. Neither does Chase. So those new
as
cards.
As much as I know this, I can't get this part through my mind. I did this a couple of times with Shaq yesterday. Wait. That credit age is just for the personal side?
Yeah.
So why is mine 8? Just for the Apple card?
Yeah.
So I'm straight over there regardless.
You're good. Your Apple card's the newest card you have. So I shouldn't be getting
no card on personal. Let that rock.
You're good. You're good, bro. Like you can get another one. You have 3 right now, right? Got the Chase. Got the Apple, Capital
one.
Do you have Navy? No.
Credit card?
Yeah.
No.
Should have had Navy, but should have got the Navy at the same time you got the Pledge. That was like a year, some change ago now. That would have been good. But you got 3, right?
Yeah, so okay. Back to me and the map.
Mm-hmm.
Navy Federal, I have a relationship with them already. Now it's not a business relationship, so they're gonna need the business paperwork and know,
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But because I'm in the system, does that help?
Definitely helps. You have an internal score with them.
And remember, I already have. Oh yeah, and I have the loan. I have the pledge one with them.
They trust you. They know you're good with money.
So is that the next stop on my map instead of Truist or someone like that?
No. Why? Because and you know the answer. You said it. There's a toss up between 0% and
I don't know.
Inquiries.
They don't have 0%.
They don't. So there's no reason to go there.
Wait, time out.
They don't have a 0% card.
It looks like I'm not. Well, I don't want to say it looks like with my numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
No one's offering me thus far $100,000, $150,000 credit line based on what I'm giving them.
Okay.
Right.
Typically, you won't get 100 or 150.
All right. So with that said, should I not even be looking for the lines of credit unless it comes packaged as one inquiry with a credit card?
That would be nice. That is the best scenario.
Because the age ain't hurting me. Mm-hmm. You might as well go crazy with the joints. That, you know what I'm saying?
Get the 0% cards first.
And Navy don't have one.
Navy does not.
But Navy will give you a bigger card.
Navy will give you a decent sized credit card. 25, 30, on the business side. Yeah, absolutely.
I was hearing more than that.
I mean, it gets up there, but I don't want to throw any false hope out there. 25, 30 is typical, and that's not bad.
And Andrews,
I don't even think they have a business side.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they have a business side. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have a business side.
All right. Key.
Mm-hmm.
God willing, they just give me the bag.
They give you some money. They will. There's no God willing. Your profile stands. Why? We already checked it. We checked your FICO 8 score, right?
But what about
your bank card score?
What about this address issue?
The address issue may have underwriting come involved, and they may, double check it. Now, a human's gonna check it, right? And they're gonna see, using your address, your home address actually is your home address.
Oh, I got something for you right now with the address. Here's the other problem.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me to email him on the spot something that another form of proof
for home,
for the address of the home. And I pull. I'm like, what do you mean?
For the address of home.
Yeah, the address of home. So I'm like, what do you mean? He's like a lease or a bill. So I pulled up the water bill and I sent him the water bill. And it had me thinking to myself, is that the way to stop these people? Because how do you pull up a water bill or a lease for a virtual address?
Yeah, that's when it gets tricky. But in most cases, in some places, bro, you go. If I'm like, let's say this place we're in right now is a office building and I'm renting a space. This is my unit. I'm renting this office. I'm not paying light bill. I'm not paying utilities here. The building's paying that. So whatever landlord or whatever
the lease
is, well, we can get a lease.
You can't get a lease for a Regis, an Opus.
They don't have that. What did they give you when you signed off and said I'm gonna do business with them?
You mean like a subscription? It's not the same thing as a lease.
It depends, man. We can get leases from Regis though, because if you actually have office space, that's a lease they'll give you.
Then I'm asking, do you have to rent an office to have an official for some?
I'll tell you how you really do it. This is the trick. This is the hack. If you're really a virtual guy and you're like, I don't really have an office space, what you do is you set up a phone service, utility phone service, something like Comcast or something that could give you maybe a cell phone under your business. But that phone bill looks like you have a utility bill, right or wrong. Right. Okay. That bill is attached to your business, which has the business address. So now this Comcast Xfinity cell phone is attached to that business, which address is at Regis. We got a bill. You know what I mean? Like that's how I would play that. I get stuck nowhere, bro. Like it's always just, you know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna go to cable. I'm like, how's he gonna pull off?
Nah, you can't do cable.
With the phone number, that's a bill.
That's a bill. It's utility bill attached right there. So
wow.
This is why they don't let me outside, man.
Wow. Again, map.
Let's go to the map.
Where am I going?
You came in. You was telling them how you got to this point.
Right, I went to the Chase. I got 2 business cards at Chase, $29,000 a piece for a grand total of $58K.
Yeah.
One more K would have been a problem. K. No, that's all 3.
You got them all. You got them all.
They still gave me the money. They said I was light skinned enough. But anyway.
America's favorite, bro.
I got to use that. So we got to Chase 2 Chase business cards, 0%, 12 months.
Yep.
Then I went to Key.
Yep.
And I applied for a business credit card.
Yep.
And a business line of credit.
Sure.
We're hoping that materializes. I didn't know. The guy tricked me.
Yep.
So I'm a little nervous, but we'll see.
You're getting it, bro. You're getting it.
So get it or not get it.
Mm-hmm.
where is the next stop for my type of profile?
Well, sometimes depending on what you want, right? Because some people only want a $20,000 credit card and they're happy, they're good.
But we had Tyran on. He had $750,000 in credit in 5 months.
Yes,
and now he's over $1 million.
He's over $1 million.
So I mean,
yeah. I mean, if you want to go for the gusto, then
and I don't even see the numbers working. Not with what they're giving me. It don't work with me.
What do you mean?
He got to be doing something else.
Oh, he doubled down. He doubled down. He doubled down.
because you clear the way.
Not just ran a play twice. What he did was he had 2 entities running at the same time. So when you got the 58 from Chase on business 1, he went and got a business 2 and got another 58 from Chase. So he didn't find 200 banks to go to or 100 banks to go to.
Oh, wait. I got 3 LLCs.
Yeah.
But you're leveraging the same one human's personal credit.
Sure.
So
if your credit still structured is there, they're going to approve you, man.
Inquiries
depends, man. If you got inquiries when we go back, then that's a part of the prerequisite. You can't have certain inquiries, right? So it's just play by ear, bro.
The business is not getting the inquiries. The human is.
The human, yes. Your personal credit gets the inquiries.
So basically, what we're not saying is the missing link.
But the inquiries?
Yeah, because how do you double down? How do you do that in 6 months? You can't do that in 6 months.
Yeah, you can.
Nah, there's a missing link here.
Where's the link?
If you only have 6 inquiries in a 12-month span, how do you double down?
If you can only have 6.
How about this? Isn't it non-applicable you have more than one business?
No.
Because they don't, because you're saying that we already gave your business money this year, we're not going to give you more. So you're coming back with a different business, but the same human that is the personal guarantor, and they're going to give it to you?
Yes. Pretty much.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They're in the business of lending. It's 2 different entities that do 2 different things. You just happen to be the personal guarantor on it. I could be the personal guarantor on your business. Wow. This is how it works, man. Wow. You clean up the inquiries.
I was waiting for. I didn't know if
that's part of the play.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that out loud.
You can. Sure. I mean, you clean them off. You know what I mean? So you clean them off. Yeah, it's no secret. People clean them off every day.
All right. So again, this is how hard it is when I'm talking to Prada sometimes. He's just not going to tell you where Burger King is. He's going to be like,
because there's
I've
so
driven
many
down
ways
this road
to
many
get
times before, and I get hungry. You're like, yo, where's BK?
Bro.
I'm asking you for my particular thing.
For you.
Am I going MMT? Am I going to Amex and trying to get for it?
But let's talk about it. I like MMT for you. Next. That's Experian. I definitely like that.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it funky. I wish there was some type of thing. No, my heart started beating faster as soon as you say MMT. I get nervous.
Why?
Because I watched
that big green.
Yeah, I watched the plane crash at MMT with my friend.
Oh man!
So I get it. Completely different situation, but because it's in my blood. As soon as you say it, I'm like, oh, they're gonna want my blood type.
They might want it all if you go in there unprepared. You got to go in there prepared. You got to be ready. I've had, let's say, 3 people in the last 2 months go to M&T and walk off successfully with a credit card and a line of credit.
That never even had an account there until that day.
But, if you want to build that relationship for 30 days, you can do that. Sure. But now I'll just go for it. Me personally, I don't. Right. I'll just go. Your credit, your credit score is 800 plus.
MMT, why are you saying
M and
MNT?
T.
MMT. I've been saying MMT the whole time. Hey, listen, this is how you love it. I've been saying MMT for weeks, and nobody said nothing to me either.
Because they don't know neither. don't know what's going on.
Like an M and T.
Yes, the and sign in the T. Yes.
Mutant Turtles, Mutant Ninja Teenage.
Yes, man.
All right, so why them?
Because they give you the credit card and the loan or the line of credit.
0%?
0%, yeah. 12 months.
Okay, so look, hold them over here. And
bro, one of my first, M&T, we've been dealing with M&T for a while. We have like a very good relationship with them. Before now, and remember, we were getting this in the height of the pandemic. I mean, the climate for the world was just terrible in terms of lending. Nobody knew what tomorrow held, and we were still getting these kind of approvals, right? We were getting $100,000 loan with M&T, no doc. We were getting, in addition to that, about a $20K credit card. You're walking away from M&T with $120,000. No doc. These days, it's looking like 80, 70, collectively with the credit card and the line of credit, because a lot of people start going to the line of credit side. Now, the line of credit isn't quite like the loan. The loan, it feels like they were just dishing that out because as soon as you take that loan, you got to start paying them, The line of credit, they were a little bit reserved and the limits were lower than 100K, because typically it was a 100K loan or 100K line of credit. But as soon as you ask for that 100K line of credit, they're like, "Ho, what you got going on?" Like, it was just a line of credit. But I do have someone right now that just came from M&T, and this is the insight. This is what happened. They're going to want to do a visit.
No!
They're going to want to do an office visit
at
your address, at your business address.
Okay.
Right? So this is why
I got to put pictures of the kids on the walls. And
you
my coffee.
Make it look good.
Throw a bunch of papers everywhere.
Make it look good.
Have somebody leaving when they're walking in. Oh, I'll see you next week, George. We're going to
make it look good. Because at the same time, that's why I don't understand why this key banker treated you like that. If I want to do a home visit and it's your home address, I already know you're not doing $400,000 or $500,000 of what you say you were doing.
All, that's so not
that's
true.
Just
it's 2023, bro.
Nah, yeah.
You just made a video talking about kids eating Doritos.
Kids are like they're wiping Doritos on their shirt.
That's what I don't like about that whole
thing.
That's drop shipping. People
that's what the banks think. The bank has no mind. The bank doesn't know that we're in the digital era and we're making millions of dollars sitting right here on the couch. That I'm reaching thousands, millions of viewers from right here in this building from just recording myself. They don't know that.
That's why you gotta create PDB, Prada's Digital Bank. It's for entrepreneurs in the new age of banking.
Yeah, I'll be broke. They'll come through like, "We got this great idea, Prada. It's gonna blow." And I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." What's your business address?
I would like to come up. I'm always the villain, so I would like to come up with the other side. M&T has been working for your clients.
Yeah,
they're leaving with $80,000, $90,000, $100,000.
Yeah, for sure.
Between the card and the line of credit, right?
Definitely.
So you're confident because you've been working with them and you see it happen.
Yeah, they're good.
All right, so that versus a Truist.
Truist is Equifax. Remember,
what is M&T?
Experian.
So it's Chase.
Yes, so that's two.
Equifax was M&T and Key.
Yes. No, not M&T. Key and Truist is Equifax. You only went to Key.
Yeah.
You could go to Truist next.
I'm trying to figure out what's next. That's what this is.
Well, remember, it's by bureau. So you tell me a bureau, I'll tell you a bank. Where do you want to go? Do you want to finish off with Experian? This is why the map is the way it is, Shells. The map is the way the map is.
I'm going for the most with the least inquiries. That's the first move.
If you look at it like that, we'll be stuck with the least inquiries. We'll be stuck just because.
Because Amex is giving you 4 joints.
Yeah, but those are all credit cards. There's no line of credit involved there.
Yeah, but who cares? The credit cards are the ones that give you the line credit's not 0%.
Right. So that's what we're on. We're talking 0% credit cards here.
I'm talking the most for the least and credit.
You can't say that
with the 0%.
You can't say that because Experian, though they give, Amex, though they give you multiple credit cards, I'm not telling you go get all those credit cards. There's only 2 of them that I really want you to get is the Blue Plus and the Blue Cash. Those are the 0% interest credit cards. The other ones are charge cards. You don't need those. You only need those 2 0%.
Who they pull from?
Experian. You get that one pool. And you'll get the 2 cards. So that's aligned with what you want. You want the double dip. You want multiple products with one pool.
But with that give you the most, how much are they giving you?
What's your report? Anywhere from like 10 to 20 each one.
That's not a lot.
I can't say that. I can't say that. T got up to 35 on one. But he played it right. He didn't use it right away. He got it. He seasoned it a little bit. And then he asked for the increase in like 61 days and 90 days or something like that. Yeah. So if you do it like that, you'll get more from him. Yeah.
So who we missing? Who are the other options?
I'm trying
to find a hole in your MMT. I'm trying to find a.
There's tons of options, bro. There's too many options.
PNC's out.
PNC is Experian. PNC is going to give you the line of credit and a credit card.
Who Chase gave me is Experian.
Chase is
so we
Experian.
got one more shot on Experian. Right? How come we're not talking about the third one? We keep saying Equifax and Experian.
TransUnion is weak. Equifax is weak. Experian is the boss. There's a few TransUnion places you could go. Bank of America pulls TransUnion. You're with them, right?
I'm with them with a business account, but with a different business.
That's cool.
But I had to synchronize.
That's cool. Listen, if you ever really just went through the course, see, he gets mad at me because I'm like, bro,
this is my course. I can't talk to the course. Some people learn differently. I have the opportunity, which most people don't. That's why they're listening to this podcast. I have the opportunity to talk to the living course. And they're getting the knowledge. So I'm helping me and the thousands of people listening to this. Of course, I'm going to talk to the course.
Listen, all right, I ain't mad at you. But, you know what I mean? All of these details are outlined, man. Like, it's very outlined and clean and cut.
What course are you talking about?
I'm talking about the how to legally rob the bank.
So Prada Jones has a course called How to Legally Rob the Bank, which gives you every single intricate detail on how to do what we're talking about.
Yes, to keep you structured and aligned properly. So that way, you see how you just mentioned you got two entities, and one is over here with this bank account, and that one's got that bank account. I have spreadsheets that you can outline and see all of these things. So now you know, hey, business.
I did not see that.
Huh?
I just see videos. How do you have spreadsheets? Inside the video?
Yeah. Once you see the video, you can download the spreadsheet.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I make it so that way while I'm teaching it, you have your own stuff going on.
How much does that cost?
$997, the course.
Oh, really?
But it comes with coaching.
I thought it was $3,000.
It used to be.
So it's $1,000 now.
$1,000 right now. And it comes with 4 months coaching with me. So the course,
it comes with 4 months coaching.
4 months of coaching. So that way you can learn from the course and ask questions like this. See, you're just asking questions, so you don't know anything about nothing else, and you're learning all in real time. But you're supposed to do your homework, then come to class and say, I'm ready to do something.
I've never done that my whole life.
You got to learn at home. You don't learn everthing in class.
I'm going to do the course.
Nah, it's too late now to do a course, bro.
I'm in it.
You're getting a bag already, bro.
Yo. I'm trying to find a evil. So Experian, we got one more shot on Experian. And M&T's also Experian. Are you saying M&T is the best next shot on Experian?
I would say so, yes.
But you're also saying...
Based on where we are, because everywhere doesn't have M&T. So it's also a regional thing. That roadmap that you keep trying to find.
He told me about that.
You know, it's
he
like
to be close to the location.
Yes,
somewhere in the vicinity,
yes.
Even if it's a national bank, it don't matter.
Absolutely.
The one you're taking the money from.
Well, the nationals, you're good. The regionals are the issue.
But that's another thing he said.
Yeah. He said that too?
Yes, he did.
He's pretty good. He's wise. He might have took a course. Might have took a class.
So
for you, go to M&T, pick up some bucks, 50 to 100K, put yourself over 6 figures so now I can say, yes, Chris has 6 figures in funding.
Do I need to deal with this address situation before MMT?
There's no situation.
What about my license?
The license will be updated. That's probably best you update that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's part of the course, right? When we first come in, before we even start talking about business structure, we structure your personal, right? Because there's 2 items that they usually ask you for when you're getting funded, whether it's personal or business. And this is not always, but that's your driver's license and your social security card, right? That's a form of ID or a form of proof, the social security card. So whatever name that you're going to use has to reflect on the social and the ID, right? It's easier to update the social than it is to update the ID, especially if you're like trying to change a middle name or, you know, whatever the case may be. But those names have to reflect everywhere. Yeah. That's when you really get busy. Everybody's not ready for that, man. You know what I mean?
So I should just go get a new license with,
get a new L.
with this address on it.
This address. Yes, this address. And you're straight. You're good. You're ready to go.
So I should do that before I go to MNT.
Yeah.
I'll try to do that tomorrow.
Go to M&T.
I'm going to
before you update the thing online tonight. You can update it right now.
What?
Your ID
online?
Yeah.
So you don't need the physical?
You'll get the physical. They're gonna send it to you, but you don't have to go in branch.
Time
to do it mail. Online.
No, I'm talking about they're gonna send it to you.
Damn,
I want to pull up and get my goddamn ID.
I don't know if they do it like that. You still got to do a appointment, bro. That's how Jersey's treating you, right? Right?
Nah, I'm somebody.
Nah. Listen, I thought the same.
I'm somebody.
All right. So that's what you do. You get that, but in the time being, go over to M&T, sit down with someone. I'll tell you exactly where we recently went. You go sit down with them, form a relationship, build a bond, be you, be the Chris Porter, the America's favorite that you are, you know, and tell them, hey, I'm going to come back. Act like you don't know any of this. What's your products? What line of credit cards? What's the stipulations? What's the terms? Where do you guys pull from? Ask these different questions. Make them feel like you really care. Once you're done, have your little notes. Tell them I'll be back in a week. By then, you'll have your ID. You go back, sit down. Now, you already know that person, right? It's not a weird kind of communication.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you sit down, it's like,
hey,
hey, I'm looking for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of got that bond. If you could take her out or him out for some lunch in between, do it. It's only going to help you. Having somebody on your side, building that relationship outside of the banking relationship, an actual human connection to say, I got somebody on the inside. And then go score, man. Get your 50K, 100K. And kick me back 10%.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
That's the roadmap?
No, that's the move.
Oh, my God.
I'm just asking because once I press the button's pressed.
Nah, yeah.
Because there's a lot of other options, so I'm just making sure that.
We have a lot of options, and we will make sure we get it all. You got TransUnion, you get in touch. You got a whole bunch of Equifax in touch. You want $500 to $1 million, we'll get it. We'll get it. You deserve it. You've built the credit up to that point. You can get it. I just need 10%.
10% what?
Anything that you get.
I'm not a customer.
Bro, that's a customer number?
No,
This is business. Business is business.
We just sold you 10 how to legally rob the bank courses on our podcast. $9.97 times 10. That sounds like 10% of 100,000 to me. Might be off a couple dollars.
Yo, bro, business is business, bro. Get my check ready, man. You already owe me $5,800 from your $58K that you got.
Listen.
I'll let you live on that.
Listen. I went there. I got the connect now for Chase. What do you mean? I'm the connect.
Listen, I'm gonna invoice you, man.
Connect,
I'll invoice you later. Don't worry about it.
All right. So what else, man? What else?
That's it, man.
That's the journey of me and where I'm going, and it's yes.
What are you doing with the money? What's your plans?
Got a couple plans.
You got a couple plans.
I can't say them out loud.
All right, yeah, it's too early for you.
Yeah,
but what I recommend,
okay,
because you'll have a lot, right? And I know your plans. Your plans, 50 to 100 should pull it off, right? And you're getting that right back. That's like a super quick flip. I like that for you. But for my other consumers out there, they're looking like, hey, I want to become an investor, or I have a business, or I have a business idea. And all these things are cool and great, right? Get out there, win. But there's something I like to do. And in recent times, we just pulled it off in June, right? Which we purchased a business. So we got all this funding. Guys like T, getting $1 million of funding with no real idea, right? Because everybody kind of feels like if you get money, that's going to solve the issue. Money doesn't just solve the issue. It's a tool, right? A tool that can take you anywhere, but it doesn't replace you as the driver, if that makes sense. You still have to know and understand how to navigate, right? And if you don't know how to navigate, you'll crash. That's what happens when, you don't know how to drive. So understanding how to drive will make that money make you more money. Buying a business, purchasing revenue. Buy revenue if you can, right? That means you're buying something that's already producing, that's already cash flowing from day one. There's no time to say, oh, I put money in and I can't pay these loans back, or I'm still waiting on an ROI on my investment. No, it's already stood the test of time, right? It's running. It's a well-oiled machine at that point when you purchase the business. I love that idea for people. Of course, you got to do your due diligence and understand that business, but that's number one. 2, get into real estate. Get into something that's not going anywhere. Real estate is not going anywhere. Everybody's talking stocks. Everybody's talking NFTs. Well, not even NFTs. What happened to NFTs? Nobody knows. Nonetheless, stocks, Bitcoins, or crypto, all that stuff is cool, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Real estate is dangerous, but it's tangible. You can see it. You can feel it. So with the real estate's not going anywhere, bro. Real estate is not going anywhere. We're doing, and everybody wants these big 50-unit buildings and all this great stuff. I get it. If you just understand the market a little bit, or even just understand someone or know someone that understands the market and team up with them as an investor, right? Equity, or better yet, let's say you get some equity in a property. If you can bring money to deals, you can team up with a lot of people, right? Most flippers, they max out. They max out. They like, I don't have enough money to do another deal. So if you have access to 100, 200K, you put that in a deal, you got to wait till that deal is flipped to get that money back to do the next one. So if I could come to you, I know you're doing deals, you're flipping like I do. Hey, take this 100, put it in a deal, get some money out, right?
Right.
We're in Philly right now. We're bringing in $80,000 to $150,000 off of every flip.
Right.
These flips are taking anywhere from 3 to 4 months. The market is hot. People are buying homes left and right. So instead of taking that money and go and try something that you don't even know if it's going to work or not, or injecting your business with a whole bunch of money that's been failing, and you don't even know the difference between this marketing strategy or that marketing strategy. You think your business is failing because you don't have the money. But once you get the money, you're just putting it right back in the toilet. Don't do that. Let's go and make sure we flip the money, get a bag off the money, be secured before you start investing in this stuff that's not,
All
It's not guaranteed.
So with that said, I don't know if you remember. I know Joe put it in the text with us.
Yeah.
Who's coming next week? Because I got different questions about real estate that I never.
Real estate have too many arms, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't able to ask.
Yeah.
Because there's something about real estate I'm not understanding all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Next week, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's Janelle or
we'll get to it.
Or Vicky, one of them.
We'll get to it. Because I used to understand the 3-4 unit thing.
Yeah.
And now I don't get why I don't get, like, you ain't making no money.
It's the markets, man. Markets are hot, bro. Markets are hot. People look what happened in Jersey. Everybody start moving from New York to Jersey, and our prices for property start skyrocketing.
Yeah, but you're buying this property.
Yep.
And you're doing what?
So
I'm talking about the guys who are buying it and renting it out.
Yeah. They're buying and renting it out.
What is your profit? $800 at the end?
If that and it's two different plays here.
It's the equity.
One, yes, for appreciation, right? You're waiting, you're taking this property, holding it for 5 years, and with appreciation, it'll grow in equity, right? It'll drop in the price or a drop in your mortgage because you're paying that every month, and then it'll appreciate. So those two things will give you that spread, right? Then you have the cash flow side. Some people that just want the money for the cash flow. All right, they don't really care about the equity so much. It's more so about that monthly check. For you, $800 is nothing. Someone else is like, oh, I could do this 10 times, and that's $8,000. You know what I mean? That's how they see it. So I like the cash flow and the appreciation, but I don't do the appreciation play so much. Well, I wouldn't suggest it if you're looking for money now, because that's not really money now. Appreciation is more so like, hey, I'm gonna get a property that is turnkey right now, right? It's all good. I'm not putting any work into it. Get an FHA, or maybe if I got the 20% down, I'm going to get this property and I'm going to hold it long enough for the market to raise the price on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, well, I don't want to get too deep into real estate right now.
You're scared of real estate.
No.
Don't be scared of real estate.
It is a move.
It's a huge move, but I don't hear you talk about it enough. I'm going to be honest.
Because I got some other sources.
I'll be honest, man. You on the entertainment move right now, man. You on the entertainment side.
I need to. It's got to be big enough. I'm not messing with the little dingies, bro.
You can't do that. Can't say that.
I'm not messing with the dings, the ding dongs.
The ding dongs.
All right, so we gonna get back to real estate.
Yeah.
A time's up for the day.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, we went through it. Because it's a real convo when we don't have that third person.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what's funny? We didn't really even... See, I'm seeing something with the podcast, too. Like, I think we're like... I don't know what episode we're on.
Yeah.
But we're one click away, one tweak away from being where I think we should be at. Before the super duper launch. I noticed that. And I think today was, I'm glad a friend of mine who we're going to have on, I'm glad they canceled because like.
Yeah. We needed this.
It's a vibe like this.
Yeah. We need to throw these in there a lot more.
Come on.
Yeah. And then we got Shells.
Because we get to the nitty gritty like
Shell's going to hold it down. She's going to definitely take us to the next level.
Because, when you have someone who's not on the podcast, it's more about what they did and what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you could follow our process.
Right.
We're constant.
Yes.
Prada got an event that we're working on for I just want to put it out now so it's in the air. Prada got an event that's coming. I don't know if it's the end of September, early October.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. I'm going to be there. I'm going to get wed.
You going to get wed? You're going to get it wed.
Yeah, because we got to bring the community outside because a lot of people hear this stuff and then they go right back to doing the same things they always do, getting the same type of results they always got. Sometimes when you get around the people, you feel the energy and things get better and you can connect with people and form a group like your Discord that everybody should be in.
Yes. If you ain't in the Discord, you're doing yourself a disservice because it's resources, it's tools, it's contacts, it's me. It's all it's just community vibe, man. And community vibe is necessary because it's just like it's like the saying, it takes a village, right? It really does. So this is our village, this is our tribe. The community is there to help each other and learn how to fix your credit, build your credit, learn how to get funding, learn how to jump into Airbnbs. We're bringing e-com into it. E-com is hot. We got how to start your e-books and make money while you sleep. There's so many different things to do in there, man. I love it. You know, I love what it's growing to be. Almost 1,000, not subscribers, but what do you call them? Attendees, students, not students. Yeah, I don't. What's a good name?
You threw me off now. You got
1,000 people.
It's not subscribers.
Not subscribers. I
gang
mean,
members.
Gang members works.
You know what I mean?
Gang
Team
members works.
Partners.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, I get it.
But you know, we in there, man. We're in there. You know,
and
we're getting active, bro.
All right, let's get active, man. We'll see you next time.
What's the final words, Porter? You always put it on me, man.
Yeah, you're the final word.
Nah, I ain't got no final words today.
I'm the demon.
I got no final words today. I just came off of a crazy event over the weekend. Shout out to Sheeta 3. We threw a crazy event in Brooklyn. I did my thing on that stage. I left it on flames. But I did realize that we need to be outside. The people need that physical feel, bro. It's way different being in person than it is. And I know that's what you do all the time. Every weekend you're in person performing. But, bro, when I'm online, it's like I'm just reading a script.
You know what's funny? I have a video of you talking to the cell phone last week.
Yeah.
But you hear what I said? Talking to the cell phone?
Yeah, for sure.
Like when you look at it, it's still, I know you're talking to the world and we connect through social media, but it's still,
right.
It is not human.
It's not human, bro.
Contact. You know what I'm saying?
It's nothing like it, man. I took pictures. I hugged people. I shook hands. It wasn't no babies to kiss, but it was a real feel, bro.
You know what? I do have a final word today.
Yeah.
I'm not the final word.
Us,
you know what's funny? I'm the on stage presence, but Prada always has like that internal deep. He has a deep side. You know what I'm saying? He has a deep side. But so I just want to say, and I'm saying it to you too, like for real, because I told Joe this. I didn't tell you this.
Yeah.
So the last 3 weeks is the first 3 weeks in like 15 months I haven't been walking around with the dark cloud over me. Because I was down. Don't get twisted. I chuck and jive and I laugh and I make everybody laugh. You'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I realized I don't have that no more. Like I'm moving different. Even with yesterday with me being scared about the bank thing, I woke up feeling good. I'm gonna figure out that. Like I just felt, I feel lighter. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So anybody out there who's going through their dark time, whether it's health, whether it's relationship, whether it's financial, hold the fuck on. I don't want to say it's gonna be all right. Sometimes it don't be all right. But guess what? You'll never know unless you hold the fuck on. We'll see y'all next time.